I just realized something. I don't want to be a boy anymore. You know, last night I had this dream that, and look at the symbolism, I was a superhero that had a kayak paddle where I could kayak through the water with this paddle and propel myself like I was the boat and float through the air. But it was so immature. I was going around smacking people's butts with it. And earlier in the dream, there was this kind of lonely old man, and he had a girlfriend, but he knew that he took advantage of her, and he was a really cool guy. You know, he was into music, and, you know, he was doing some cool stuff, and then he had this one instrument that I'm interested in, this one where your body movements make the music, and I came over and I just started using it really easily, and they were really impressed and they almost quit. And this guy with his girlfriend, he kind of pulled me aside and told me that, you know, she wanted to be with me, you know, that she wanted to be with me. And I thought that was weird. Like, I didn't want to share a relationship with anyone. I don't think you can properly share a relationship with someone. But, you know, she was asking him to do this, and he was okay with it. And I think when I woke up, I realized that that musical guy, that old, lonely guy with, you know, a great woman right there, that was me. That was me if I keep leading my life the way that I'm leading it, never growing up. And you know, I've met people just like that, and they're not happy. I'm gonna be famous one day. Who cares? What does it matter? So, here I am, the immature superhero that can propel himself with the water into the air. Here I am, the boy, the child, who the lonely old musician is trying to give his woman away to. And I realized that I'm never going to move forward in my life until I stop being a boy and become a man. Maybe I don't have to stop being a boy, but I have to become a man. And the boy part of me has to become so repressed that it's forced to manifest itself outside of me. So, when I woke up, I actually, the reason that I'll tell you that I figured out this dream was about me still being a boy is that when I woke up, I actually wet myself. I actually pissed my own pants. And I haven't done that in probably over a decade. Definitely over a decade, but I've still been a boy. I'm still a boy, but now I'm a boy who wants to be a man. I don't want to be a boy anymore. I want to be a man. That is a powerful, powerful mantra that I need to harness right now. And just as Rock Lee from Naruto takes advantage of self-rules, I must craft my own self-rules to convince the different parts of myself that I'm ready to move forward. And I'm not worried about this task. I'm not dreading this task. I look forward to it so much that I was scared. I was so unsure. How can you ever be sure until you do something? I'm not sure if I'll ever go to Peru. I'm not sure if I'll ever go to India or Japan. But if I go there right now, I'll be sure that I've gone. You know, I'm not sure if Kay and I are meant to be together. I'm not sure if we'll have a child. I'm not sure if we'll stay together, if we'll be good parents. But the only way I can ever know that the not sureness is fear. And you can't just take bravery to fear and do things without being responsible, because then you end up being irresponsible and you might as well not have done the things, but you can make up for it, but you're doing so much harm. I know people right now that are doing harm for the choices that they've made that have been responsible choices taken in an irresponsible way. And it hurts me. To say I don't want to be like that, it doesn't matter. I don't want my children to have an irresponsible father. To further that, it's not about that. I want my children to have a responsible father. I want all the children I know to have responsible parents. I want to be a responsible parent, because change starts within. You can't say, oh, I want my kid to brush their teeth, because I don't. So I'm going to teach them to brush their teeth, and I'm going to make sure they do it. I'm going to force them to. No. Everyone knows that children learn through example. If you want your children to brush their teeth, brush your teeth like it matters, because it does. I stopped brushing my teeth for 2 months and I could see the difference. But people are victims of their own consciousness. First you're a victim of something else, and then you become your own victim. The victim of your own weakness. But that's okay, you can change that. Because all you have to do is take responsibility for yourself. Nobody else, just yourself. And that mantra blueprint, if you will, I don't want to be a boy anymore, I want to be a man. That self-rule blueprint on that concept. If I can take care of myself, I can be a father. When I was showering, I forgot to put a towel out for myself. Where's my towel? I'm gonna get the floor all wet. So I stepped onto somebody else's towel. And I thought, that's not right. I'm not gonna have other people. It's my parents' towel. I'm not gonna have my parents cleaning up after my mess when I got the floor wet. I'm not gonna leave the floor wet like I used to. I thought, what does it matter if the floor gets wet? I can dry the floor with my own towel. So I walked across the floor and it got wet, and I dried it. But if I can wet the floor and dry it, I can be a father. I thought, if I can dress like I'm a man and not a boy anymore, like I'm a professional, I can be a father. You know, I haven't got it fully down yet. I haven't got anything fully down yet. I don't think I'll ever get anything fully down. But I'm improving because I'm trying to improve. And I'm not just trying. The amount of time between me wanting to do something and me doing it is decreasing. That's when you go from trying to doing to being. And I don't want to try my whole life. I want to do. I want to be. So, if I can surround myself with images that serve me, Because images are just mantras played out in the visuals, which makes them even more powerful. Then I can be a father. Look at these images. Things I had on my wall. I drew this. It's the dream tree. It's a bong with weed, the sun and the moon. This isn't serving me. I've quit weed. I don't need to live in the dream anymore. But if you look, there's a plant that grows from it. Because I've learned understanding from this. And now I don't need it anymore. I really don't need it anymore. You know, that's not to write it off and say it's a bad thing, but I don't need it anymore. I can tell. I'm going on 4 months now without needing weed. You know, this is a drawing that I care about. I put hard work into this. I like this. I think this is beautiful. I drew this with my own heart and energy. But if you look at the back, it's got sticky tack. That sticky tack is attachment. It's a metaphor. Because I only have so much sticky tack. And I've chosen to use it to attach to things that don't properly serve me. So now I've taken the sticky tack off, and just like free time, when you take time away from something that doesn't serve you, you now have more time, more sticky tack to attach to things that do serve you. So this doesn't serve me anymore. It may be beautiful. I may have created it with my own hands. But not every creation needs to last. Nothing will last. And I don't need this anymore. I care about this drawing. And it does not serve me. So it's time to move on. I don't need weed anymore. Take a look at this one. It's the Illuminati, the pyramid, the all-seeing eye, the levels, the 10 levels of hierarchy, the news, the masculine, the feminine, music. Well, this is the news. This is terrorism. You know, pharmaceuticals, education, factories, video games, the home, books, pop. This is clouds, and this is like dots, like moving over. If instead of walking straight up to the top of the pyramid, we walked up one side, reached enlightenment at the top, and walked down the other side. Is that what I was trying to say when I wrote this? All over the world, these things connect everyone. All these things connect everyone. There's Coca-Cola in Africa. This is not a bad pyramid. We're just using it the wrong way. This is not a bad television. News is not bad. We're just using it the wrong way. You know, fear is not bad. It's just being used the wrong way. Music, books, food products, education, factories, houses, video games. None of these things are bad. We're just using them the wrong way. And you know what? This picture, when I drew it, was from a victim mindset. This picture represented how the world was being controlled by people, and we needed to break free of it. And we need to break free of it, but not in a way of entirety. What we need to break free from is the negative way which it controls us. And once people stop watching the news to be in fear, once people stop being afraid to avoid their problems, once people stop listening to music that suppresses their consciousness, once people say, we don't want to go to school to learn how to be a brick rock figure, once people say, we don't want to have a home that keeps us from going outside, we want a home, it's our home base that we come back to at the end of the day, and we leave at the beginning of the day to go do something great. We want a home that doesn't take us away from the outdoors, but serves our outdoor experience. You know, we want drinks and food products that don't make us unhealthy, but make us healthier in a way that just normal, unprocessed foods wouldn't be capable of. You know, we don't want a pyramid that, a hierarchy system that takes advantage of the people at the bottom only to waste the resources at the people at the top. The people at the top are there for a reason, because they're responsible. But how are they using that responsibility? You know, they could be using it to change the world for the better, for the benefit of everyone. We could be using music for the same way. We could be using education. Our school systems are capable of helping create minds that could change this world so easily we would blink and it would be utopia. Books are amazing, but we're drowning ourselves in frosted literature. Literature made to confuse us, made to allow us to escape. We don't need to escape. We are surrounded by an abundant planet. We surround an abundant planet. We have everything that we need. But what we really need is to realize what we already have. This pyramid connects us all. You walk up the one side of the pyramid with all these things abusing you. You find out what that means, and you walk down the other side of the pyramid, changing the way that each of those 10 steps of the pyramid are utilized for yourself. And how you change the way that yourself interacts with all of these things will change the way that the world interacts with it, because your child, your family, your friends will see, they will not hear, they will see how you've changed. And if you make changes that seem negative, but they benefit in your life in such a positive way that it just starts improving and you can't help but be happy, and everything you ever really wanted comes true before your eyes. Everything that you really needed. You know, we want so much stuff, but do we need it? No. We have no clue what we need. We're so focused on what we want, on the beads, that we forget the ping pong balls, the things that are really important. I don't know if you've seen that mason jar video. There's only so much room in our lives. If we start with what's important, then what gets that to be there, then all the little things, then we have room. But if we start with the little things, then we don't have room for anything. So, you know, there's a thing called sex. It's a bead. It serves purposes. But it can serve the purpose of a need, or it can serve the purpose of a want. And it totally changes how it happens and how it affects people. Sex is needed to have a family. If you look at that bead of sex as integral to having a family, then it has a purpose. But if you look at that bead as integral to pleasure, desire, lust, want, it doesn't have a purpose. Not only does it not serve you, it harms you. And all you have to do is just keep having useless sex in order to understand how harmful it really is to your heart, your mind, your soul. And I'm not a religious person. It hurts my character. It hurts who I am. It makes me hurt in a way that isn't a thought or an emotion, but it hurts my life. So what do you call that? This picture doesn't serve me anymore, but remember it well, because it meant something below the surface. What we're given means more than what we take it for. Now I have more room in my life, and I'm happy about that. So happy. I don't even know what I'm going to put up there, but I damn well know I'm not going to put something that doesn't serve me. You know, I got this toothpaste because I thought it was fluoride free, but it's not. I hastily tried to make this decision. So, you know, I'll use it till it's gone or I'll give it away, but I'm going to get the right toothpaste. Because I don't want my kids to lose 10 IQ points from using the wrong toothpaste. I want my kids to be prepared by me in the best way possible. This is my business hat. And it's time for me to take responsibility. It's time for me to not just explore life, but explore what I can do for my own life, what my own life can do for me, what my life can do for the ones I care about. And if I can bring you to this sacred little fairy circle that changed my life today, it's right here. Because magic is so powerful. This gem is supposed to take away negative energies. I put this here to take away the negative energies of my relationship, what I've done in the past. This button came into my life somehow. I don't know why anymore, but this symbolizes my relationship, love in my life. There's two hearts, and they're connected. This tiger's eye, I don't know what it symbolizes, but clarity or something. The amethyst is to get rid of negative energies, and the sunstone is for positivity and protection. And this plant is new life. This plant had been uprooted. You know, I have to water it. I have to care for it. But I wake up every morning and I send that plant my positive energy and appreciation. It makes me smile. It really does. And that plant is the precursor to my new child. I don't want to be a boy anymore. I want to be a man. And if I can dress right, if I can act right, if I can change my life properly, then I can be a father. So I hope you can not listen to my words, but heed my life. Peace.